Hi everyone. यार ये इतना टाइम क्यों ले रहा है? जो भी देख रहे हो स्ट्रीम को लाइक और सब्सक्राइब कर दो। अच्छा ले लें कब चल रहा है? बोलो इसको मैं। ओके
Add ask.
अब यार मुझे क्वेश्चन को भी मानना था, मैंने ये पूरा कंडेंस कर दिया। करते हैं अब।
Let's go meet up with the group. Paimon's really looking for.
बाहर में जा पाए मैं। अरे यार इतनी दूर क्यों? ये यहाँ से जाते हैं। आई थिंक यही नजदीक होगा। ओके यहाँ ये कुछ तो था, मैं भूल गया। सेकंड एनिमी भी है।
Shine down.
इसे वाटर से मारना।
Rain outlines your fate.
फायर।
Let's light it up.
इससे भी और ये खत्म।
Off we go. There is no escape.
ये क्या बात हुई भाई? मैं ये यूज ही क्यों कर रहा हूँ?
Illusion shattered.
Into the wind.
There is no escape.
ओ भाई अब जाके क्रेट।
But a momentary distraction.
सच में पिंग हाई ऊपर से हमेशा की तरह। पिंग ने क्या बिगाड़ा है इनका, क्या पता। बट ठीक है छोड़ो, अंदर जाके वैसे भी तो उनकी टीम के साथ ही खेलना है।
Yes? I'll pour everyone a cup of tea. I admire the work put into the set. Still, it's obvious the scriptwriter has never paid a visit to the fortress of Meripede.
So the set is going to be a part of the script?
Unfortunately, that is something I can neither confirm nor deny.
Anyone think Cloran's smile is starting to look kinda scary?
Well, whatever happens, we'll just have to push on. But first, we should really figure out what to do with the treasure.
Treasure?
If we're worried about arousing suspicion because of our identity, why don't we give ourselves a different name,
yes,
just like
Karan
Cloran's master did?
Yeah, it might be better to keep a low profile. As long as we're helping people, it doesn't matter who we are or what we're called.
Staring at me won't get you anywhere. Or did you want some more tea?
Oh, Paimon's good. Thanks. Why aren't you saying anything, Navia? Wait, what's that next to you?
Oh, this is the short sword Cloran mentioned last night. I found it.
Huh. I'm surprised you managed to get it down after all this time.
Well, I took care of it. Circumstances in which you gave it. Of course I had to keep it safe. Where... Oh, right. I was just thinking about all the potentials for us to break out of prison. We could dig a tunnel, or try to bribe the guards.
Wait, we haven't been thrown into prison yet, have we?
Well, it's only a matter of time. It pays to be prepared. Just like how you should always have an umbrella on hand, even when it's sunny.
Alright, Paimon's made up her mind. Let's just give the treasure away. Paimon may have wanted to keep it, but if it's going to land us in prison somehow, Paimon will be too upset to enjoy her snacks.
So, you've reached an agreement? All right then, we can continue with the story.
Oh, and we'll collect all the scattered pieces of treasure on the ground as well.
All right. You collect the treasure and make your way back to the capital with your bag of loot in hand.
And story mode again. अब ये I think आधे घंटे तक चलेगा.
The city is still shrouded in a gloomy, oppressive atmosphere, but your spirits are surprisingly high. In places where sunlight struggles to reach, you generously share your wealth with the children, the elderly, and the poor in urgent need of help.
Thank you, kind soul.
The elderly woman's look of gratitude follows you as you walk away, her eyes never leaving your back until you move entirely out of sight. However, there's still quite a bit of Mora remaining. It appears you haven't made much progress.
She's probably trying to tell us to speed this up. We need to hurry up so we can address the sorcerer problem.
Should we go find that man again at the square? He seemed like a pretty responsible guy. I'm sure he knows the people here far better than us.
Oh, good idea!
Just as you start to make way to the square, intent on finding the man again, there's a voice.
भाई ये एक बार टैप करने के लिए आना पड़ता है क्या?
Surely you jest, my lady. That would not be our place. It is His Excellency the King who requests to meet with you. Please come with us.
अभी ये किंग कहाँ से आ गया? ये पहली बार सुन रहा हूँ मैं. Well.
this could be a
To get the court. Fantastic opportunity. I say we go for it. If something happens, we'll just turn the whole place upside down.
That sounds a little intense.
After a quick discussion, you nod to the guards and agree to follow. They lead you all the way to the audience hall of the palace. Gilded tables line both sides of the hall. The space itself is adorned with all manner of expensive antiques, glass shelves, and silver candlesticks. The items appear quite ordinary in size and dimension, yet their presence somehow makes the emptiness of the hall feel even surreal and ominous.
Wow, it's so luxurious!
Elderly king, magnificent robe, sits upon the deep crimson throne before you. He wears above his head a majestic crown, with a gemstone the size of a bird's egg set right at the very front. As you observe it, you see a complex pattern of light reflect off its surface. Ahem! They're here, your majesty. A man dressed in dark clothes, likely a minister, shields his mouth with his hands and bends down to whisper a few words to the king. After a moment, he lowers his hands and stands back up. His gaze shifts to fixate on your group, but he does not move from his place at the king's side.
The king does not appear entirely aware of his surroundings. And by his side, though, we should keep a close eye on him.
Still, and says nothing, is the one. Esteemed guests, thank you for faraway kingdom. Unfortunately, His Majesty the King finds himself quite exhausted from work, so please allow me, his Prime Minister, to welcome you in his stead. I've heard tell that your group, the Marechaussee Hunters, used your exceptional ability with the sword to repel the monsters near the capital. Such a great deed deserves to be rewarded. However, seeing that I was not fortunate enough to observe such a feat with my own eyes, you'll forgive me for seeking to verify the truth by speaking to you myself.
Well, we've got nothing to hide. You brought us here to talk, right? So we'll just explain what happened. The golem's blades were so powerful, they could cut down trees in a single swipe. It took a lot of effort to defeat them, even for trained swordsmen like us. Well, that was enough details, right? Believe us now?
Your account does indeed match those of the survivors. Since you were the ones who defeated the monsters, that must mean you are also in possession of the treasure they stole?
Well, we did take the treasure, but...
How did he know about the treasure?
Then I must ask that you return it at once. It belongs to the kingdom.
Wait, but didn't you just say that our great deed deserved a reward? Shouldn't the treasure be considered a part of that?
Yes, that was indeed what I said. But you seem to have forgotten a very important distinction. Only that which is freely given by the king can be considered a reward. Taking the rightful wealth of a kingdom without said permission, on the other hand, is a crime.
But that's completely unreasonable.
Yeah, that makes no sense! If it weren't for us, the treasure would still be buried underground somewhere!
So, yet the fact remains. Dispose of the treasure without permission. Surely you're not insinuating that you, legendary Marechaussee, sought to take the treasure for yourself.
Well, what about... Let this guy talk for him the whole time?
Magnificent robe, the king remains seated, hands resting on either side of the throne. His posture is rigid and unmoving. He stares forward with an empty look in his eyes, completely unmoved by the events before him.
From the look of things, could the Prime Minister be the evil sorcerer?
Possible.
Or could both the King and the Prime Minister have fallen under the evil sorcerer's control?
I would like to observe the number of guards stationed in the hall.
The guards in the palace appear fully armed, their expressions solemn. Sensing the tense atmosphere in the room, they stand, placed upon the all their weapons. First, accomplices outside the court.
Try to slip away? Or maybe start some kind of riot?
But if we try to fight the guards right now...
Don't worry. At least we figured out who's behind all this. Let's just play it by ear. If you're scared, Paimon, just hold my hand.
Thanks, you guys.
You allow you both sides. It's only when you begin and smell the stench of death and decay all around you that you finally realize you've stepped into a completely different world.
Stay here, and don't try anything funny.
The guards lock the cell door and leave without looking back.
Wait, sir!
Your voice echoes through the dark hall,
Clone
but the only response you receive is the sound of water dripping from the ceiling.
No! What should we do now?
Carve out a new path of fate with our own two hands, of course. I draw my weapon.
You reach toward your waist, but find nothing there. You now recall that your weapons were confiscated before the guards locked you in the cell. The bag of treasure along with them.
What about that knife I hid in the boot?
When did you hide it in there?
Tunnel.
You failed to inform the GM of this course of action. Moreover, before throwing you in prison.
And the keys to the cell aren't anywhere to be seen?
You don't have a hole on the cell door.
Oh, well, there go all our plans.
Indeed.
Huh? Why are you the one saying indeed?
Because that statement holds true for me as well. This is where the script ends.
What the heck?
But that's a terrible ending!
Generally speaking, this should be the point where the scriptwriter gives the players some kind of hint, or gives the GM some kind of code for how to move forward.
I mean, maybe they just really wanted us to be immersed in the feeling of being in prison? Like, they'll only show us the way out once we've grown truly...
Kinda how the Fortress of Meripede works if you're lucky.
Oh, before I forget, Navia, the short sword you had with you earlier. I took a closer look, and the craftsmanship doesn't appear to resemble anything from this era. If I remember correctly, that style was last in vogue several hundred years ago.
Things often made her seem childish than
You by your
word, an old key, and
Wait, when did this happen exactly?
after the duel. Between...
Before that, Clorand would have meals with us and even stay over at the Spina some days. She was on great terms and never came back. Can't help but wonder if Miss Petronia had never each other at that pic.
The most important thing is that you two found your way back to each other and can enjoy things like this together.
Yep, you're right.
Ah, looks like the next part of our script is here.
Perfect timing.
देख कौन
The
रहा है इनको
situation
script?
was really starting to get desperate. And not just because of the prison thing.
Face. I can't really tell if it's good news or bad news.
Water continues to drip from the ceiling. In this lightless dungeon, you lack a reliable way to tell how much time has passed. Eventually, you get used to the unpleasant odor of straw, mold, and rust, and find yourselves alternating between fits of drowsiness and despair. Suddenly, you hear footsteps outside the door.
Heads up, everyone. Someone's coming.
Gather close, everyone, and keep your voice down.
Really? सिर्फ यहाँ से उधर जाने के लिए?
Who are you?
I work as a guard in these dungeons, but my true identity is the same as your own. I'm also a marechaussee hunter.
Huh?
Shh! I've already sent away the other guards, but if we make too much noise...
I understand, but how can we be sure we can trust you?
The king has issued a formal decree. In light of the irrefutable proof of your crime, you're to be executed before tomorrow's sunrise. If you want to escape, it has to be now.
Executed? We barely did anything!
Monsters appearing at the same location as the treasure. Could this entire thing have been a trap?
There will be time for speculation once we're out of here. As for my identity, I have no way to prove that to you just yet. Infiltrating the capital was difficult, and finding a chance to speak with you has taken a lot out of me. I could go on, but I think we can all agree that now is not the time for details.
Have you seen our weapons anywhere, sir?
Don't worry, I brought them with me. They're just behind the door. Still, the alone won't be enough behind the scenes. His faction is powerful, all under his control, and stationed a number of various rooms throughout the... To defeat, we must find a secret vault. It is said that within that vault, the marechaussee hunters of the past left behind a treasure with the power to defeat the sorcerer.
You're not coming with us?
No, I'll remain in the dungeons to deal with the guards. I'll try my best to distract them so they don't go after you. As long as my identity is not revealed, I'll be able to aid you when the final battle comes.
In that case, please stay safe.
Thank you for your concern. I will do my utmost. As for the location of the vault, here, this map should lead you there.
आज ही थोड़ा बोरिंग हो रहा है. Again.
Out there and be sure to exercise caution.
With the help of the guard, you successfully escape the dungeons. Your sense of despair and anxiety both seem to fade as you continue your quest.
Now what?
Wait, we didn't get to use our spells when we're gonna get the chance.
Okay, I think ये fight करना है.
Shine down!
भाई
Everybody stand back! Let me leave you a verse.
मारने अबे
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Now you shall perish!
डैमेज क्यों नहीं हुआ भाई? डैमेज कम क्यों
But
हुआ?
a momentary distraction.
करना क्या है? अच्छा
Well, I'd say an investigation's in order then. Plus, if all else fails, we can just blow it up.
kaboom.
Wow, you really meant that!
Before you lie red.
Okay.
Oh, what's the matter?
You've been here. Let me guess, you've been here.
It's nothing. As you step into the cave, you find yourself in an eerily quiet space. Before you lies a narrow passageway that appears to trail off endlessly into the distance.
अच्छा, okay.
Must be where the
He really went all out with the props.
Down here. A kind of mechanism connected to the door? Ah, it looks like we might have to arrange... Is something wrong, Clarant?
After a long, difficult journey, you finally arrive at the location indicated by your map. It appears to be an ancient site of some
सच
sort,
में बहुत long
where
है ये.
treasure likely awaits. Your surroundings are exceedingly quiet and serene, as if the secret that slumbers here...
description makes Paimon feel kinda bad for disturbing this place.
We're doing this for the sake of the people, to free them from the evil sorcerer. Hey,
Depends on... exploring the area.
Feels off about all this.
Okay, fine. अब क्या? It's okay.
I found something!
found something here too.
Really? जमीन से निकाल रहे हो तुम लोग? तू भी निकाल. निकाल निकाल.
Same here.
लगा ही था. ये जा क्यों नहीं रहा इससे ज्यादा? अबे यार. Now what?
It worked.
Something just appeared. Some kind of new mechanism, maybe?
By solving the puzzles, you prove yourselves worthy of inheriting the secrets of the past. At the end of each puzzle, you're rewarded with
With what?
With?
a key.
Okay.
Oh, it must be the key to the big door.
This is one of the Marechaussee Hunter keys that are passed down from generation to generation. It looks just like the one Master passed down to me. It is said that 4 keys in total are required to form the final, complete key. And it seems like we just collected 3 of them. That must...
Need one more.
Huh? What's wrong? You hear a few strange noises. Suddenly, all the torches in the ruin go out at once.
Huh? What's going on? Did we fall into another trap?
For the sake of immersion, please close your eyes, everyone. Without the torches, the space is now completely dark, and you cannot see anything.
But Paimon can still see a little bit over here. Oh, right. Sorry.
Suddenly, you hear the sound of footsteps pierce through the darkness.
There's someone else here? Oh, this is so unsettling. I can't see anything.
I've been discovered then.
Wait, that voice, it's...
You recognize the voice as belonging to the guard who led you to this place. It appears he now covets the treasure for himself and has come to stake his claim. Say Hunter. But this isn't part of the script.
Retreat? That's not the Hunter way. If it's dark for us, then it's dark for him. We choose
Go
to
for it,
fight.
Navia.
Your choice is noted. Please keep your eyes closed until I tell you the torches have been relit. This battle will be in the dark.
You got it.
Well then, let us begin.
Finally a fight.
I'd like to try to hit
He's
him with
more
my
than
sword.
enough.
Your strike is successful.
Is he still standing? Goodness, he...
Is it over? Can we open our eyes now?
The enemy is strong and relentless, but the battle is nearing its end. The torches have not been relit.
What about now?
Final strike. Ha!
Cool. Shit.
Oh, well, did we get him? Gloria?
Warm fire flickers across the walls once more. Your vision is now clear. In an impressive display of courage, the 4 of you successfully defeat the uninvited guest. That look in his eyes. It's like he became an entirely different person as soon as I defeated him.
Huh? Mr. Florian? Oh, wait. We're supposed to be role-playing. I should... Speak your name, guard. Why did you lead us here just to betray us? Is this treasure really more important to you than bringing peace to the kingdom?
What kingdom? What peace? Those were nothing but lies! I, Florian, am a true Marechaussee hunter, descended from hunters of ages past.
So he's also using his real name. Or, wait, was that the name of his character from the very beginning?
Then I'm even more confused. If you truly are a Marechaussee hunter, shouldn't you want to help us just like you said before? Shouldn't we fight together for the sake of the people?
What do you know? In this day and age, there's no glory to be had as a Marechaussee hunter.
What's that supposed to mean?
My skills were passed down to me by my father. We lived a life of obscurity in the remote wilderness. Still, he devoted everything he had to being a Marechaussee hunter. And what did he get in return? A life of poverty and pain. In a world that forgot all about him. When he died, not a single person came to mourn his passing. The Marashose hunters were the ones who saved this city. We're heroes! We deserved more recognition and respect than this!
Is he talking about how no one in the capital seems to remember the hunters and their legacy? I didn't expect the script to contain this level of social criticism.
So that's why you want to take the treasure for yourself? You feel like you're owed fame and wealth?
If you already knew where the treasure was located, why didn't you just come down here and take it?
Because I still needed the final key.
Oh, Chloe.
Only a true Marashose hunter is capable of passing through this final door. As someone who sought to hurt others for his own gain, Florian lost that right long ago.
Been talking about it for so long, of course we want to see what's inside.
And we've already defeated Florian, right? So he won't try to take it from us anymore.
किसने बोला?
Pesky brats.
Watch yourself.
Then let's open the door together.
All right. Your choice of action is confirmed.
Okay.
The first time after years of disuse. Almost like a sleeping giant letting out an extended yawn. You get the impression that the secrets buried behind this door might be just as heavy as the sound you just heard.
It's open! Come on, let's go in! Paimon wants to see what's inside!
Ooh, me too!
Uncovering hidden treasure is the most exciting part of it. What do we have here? Huh?
A stone tablet? And some shabby weapons?
Lord Mora or something!
Wait, I get it now. Paimon, this is the real Marashose hunter treasure.
Huh?
Believe it!
Whoa, are you okay?
The Marashose hunter before you appears to suffer a serious mental breakdown. He needs to leave the room for a moment to collect himself. One of you seems to understand the significance of the treasure already. If the rest of you wish to follow suit, you may remain here in the meantime and explore your surroundings. Into the shadows. So, how are you doing? Feeling any better?
What just happened?
Do you remember how you got here? Or what happened to your body just now?
No.
I remember now.
Okay.
I brought you here because I wanted to... The explosives in the cave!
You mean these?
Huh? How did you...
I could tell something was off the moment I stepped into this cave, so I kept an eye out. I've already dismantled the whole thing.
Nala Fontaine saved the day. Sharp.
Luckily, your monologue was dramatic enough to convince my friends you were just role-playing.
I don't know. I just always felt like there was... I belonged to me. I don't know when it started, but at some point, my anger came to complete...
But if the treasure was all you cared about, why plant all those explosives? Wouldn't they just destroy the treasure and bury it along with it?
But now...
From your description, I suspect you were dealing with a devorator.
Devorator?
Oh, your master... your father, I mean. never talked about it? It was a kind of monster that was active several centuries ago.
No, I've heard of it. I'm just not sure why you suddenly... Wait, it can't be. The seal!
What seal?
The seal?
My family has served as Marashose hunters for many generations. But the ship weren't the only things passed down. Well, my father and maintain it regularly. Been passed for a truly ancient age. It's an important duty. But I neglected that duty after he died. I finally decided to come down and check on it one day, and that's where my memories become fuzzy.
So you are possessed.
The Devorator would be a formidable adversary for any mortal being, even ones as capable as the Hunters. If you lacked the power to completely destroy it, you could easily fall prey to its influence and corruption. In light of this, some Marashose hunters chose to hope.
Just lacking in skill with a blade, but in mental fortitude as well.
And yet, you were able to retrieve 3 of the 4 keys. If I remember correctly, each was entrusted to a respected and capable hunter. How did you manage it?
One of them belonged to my father. The second I stole from a different hunter. And the third... was home from the... any opportunity. I never even saw you take a single glass of liquor. The only way I could think to obtain that last key was to lure you here using your hobby, and then... Oh, I get it now. That monster, it wanted to bury you here alongside the treasure.
I won't comment on anything else, but the script was good.
Well, I did pour my heart and soul into it. The stories my father used to tell me about the glory of the heroic Marashose hunters and how they came to be forgotten.
It's more than just a story.
Huh?
We're proud to be onto that. Blame the not and use the to attain it. In your heart of hearts, he was the one you truly wanted to defeat.
But I've already tainted my sword. I no longer have any right to...
Wake up, Florian. Do you really think the hunters acted out of a desire for honor and glory? Or to...
भाई ये पहले की स्टोरी क्या मस्त हुआ करती थी.
You do not wield your sword for yourself, but to protect those you serve. There's nothing special about a blade. It's the intentions of the wielder that matter above all else. Do you still not understand? Even after seeing the treasure for yourself? The contents of that room, they represent the true legacy the hunters left behind.
You're right. I am a Marashose hunter. It's time for me to redeem, no, to finally serve the people I vowed to protect all along.
I wouldn't be so quick to push aside the need for redemption.
I know. That's a charge I won't bother to defend myself against.
Good. Then, come with me, and help me see the script through to the end.
Huh? See the script through to the end? But there's no more script left.
Never finished it, huh?
No, I mean, I wrote the script with the sole purpose of luring you all here. There was no reason to write beyond this point.
Then we'll just have to keep writing it. The evil sorcerer still needs to be defeated.
You mean the Devorator? Are you saying I have to make up the rest of the script as we go along?
Is that really so hard? You've already written most of it. Surely you can write an ending where the hunters win and justice prevails. I'll be there to help you too.
You aren't afraid your party will fall into danger?
I know what my friends are capable of, and they're all quite skilled. Besides,
Then, Are you going to tell them the truth about all this?
I don't intend to spoil the fun.
या किधर बाहर जाना है नहीं अंदर
They're back!
That took
Ahem! My fellow Marashose hunters, please forgive me, for I have sinned. Witnessing your courage in battle, I've rediscovered my true self and regained my pride as a Marashose hunter.
Oh, do I smell a redemption arc?
I confess, I was brainwashed by the evil sorcerer. He asked me to lure you here so he could bury you in this cave. Enough sense of will. Reminded me of my father's past teachings. The treasure was actually...
The names of all the Marashose hunters from ages past and their weapons?
Wait, you already know?
Of course. Don't underestimate a veteran role player's exploration skills. Oh, wait, I mean, Marashose hunter Navia's exploration.
Est. She and his abilities of the gold.
So, she was just like you.
Oh, you really think so?
Well, when you put it that way, I suppose I also have a few things in common with this Walter. Working as an executioner, he supposedly used a countless number of tricks to confound his enemies in battle. Oh, if only I could have seen the feats of magic he pulled off back then.
Their lives were all so exciting. You could write so many cool books about their accomplishments. How could they have all been forgotten?
Because they chose to be. To hunt monsters that only appear in the shadows, you must also operate in the dark. To be a Marashose hunter is to willingly...
Then this stone tablet must have been left behind by their companions.
That's right. Few Marashose hunters ever revealed their identity to the public. They always protected the city from the shadows. The only time they
Waited not so that the hunters would be remembered by the people.
The names of your comrades etched onto its surface serve that you are never truly alone. Although a hunter walks a fact that remains as true today as in ages long past, their legacies shall continue to be passed down from generation to generation, as everlasting as the stone onto which their names are carved.
Father, you once told me that I should seek out the treasure if...
अबे नहीं नीचे नीचे कर दबाना था मुझे
His eyes are sincere, and his words ring true. You can tell that every word he spoke just now came from the bottom of his heart.
I implore you, everyone, please give me a chance to make up for all I've done. Allow me to fight alongside you and defeat the evil sorcerer that threatens the peace and prosperity of everyone in this kingdom.
Well, I say we let you join.
Sounds good to me too. Everyone makes mistakes. What matters is what you do to make up for them.
I have no objections, but... Mr. Florian, do you even know how to defeat the evil sorcerer?
When he took over my mind, I gained some insight into his thoughts. Every time I thought of the treasure, he reacted with a strong sense of fear.
Huh? He's afraid of the treasure? But there's nothing here except some broken weapons and the stone tablet.
What if the secret's hidden inside these weapons? GM, permission to investigate.
क्या कार्ड है 17 वगैरह
At first glance, the weapons appear absolutely ordinary. But as you observe them, you notice a faint energy emanating from within. These blades have slain countless monsters, Though it's been a long time since they were used in battle, their edges remain sharp, as if they're simply waiting for the next worthy hunter to carry on their legacy.
So basically, take these with us.
Take this weapon. Maybe it'll find someone.
Idea.
वाला है ये लोग.
Go then, from one archer magician to another.
A weapon too!
Your weapons, you can almost feel the will of past hunters coursing through your being. A silent vow passed down from generation to generation that says, eradicate the monsters, no matter the cost.
Mr. Florian, do you know where to find the evil sorcerer?
भाई इन लोगों ने
I was
story
able
को
to see his
interesting बनाने की
surroundings when our
बहुत
minds were
कोशिश की है.
connected. I believe he's currently hiding out at the church in the kingdom. He
But-
must be extremely...
Try to find.
He was
Yeah, now that we've got a plan, there's no point in waiting.
So
The
evil
longer
sorcerer
this
कौन
drags
है?
on, the worse it will be for everybody.
Yes, that's what's called... Yes, that's exactly right.
Alright, you've persuaded Paimon.
Mr. Florian, please lead the way.
Of course. Follow me.
He had to set up so many scenes today, and now he has to join in for this last part. I really don't envy his job.
Finally, you decide to slay the evil sorcerer and bring peace back to the kingdom once and for all. As you walk away, you feel the gaze of the stone tablet at your back, as if all the hunters of the past are wishing you success in the battle ahead and awaiting your triumphant return.
Now what? हाँ ठीक है. कहाँ पे? Let's go with Ayaka, Team Ayaka.
Finally, you arrive at the church floor.
This.
You've already been corrupted by the Devorator.
That's exactly why I have to go. Why I should be at the very front.
Do you understand how dangerous this is?
I understand,
cares?
but if I do that, the Devorator will have a... You're not like me. This is... Consider it a...
भाई
Then, as a champion duelist, your request for a duel
हाँ तू
is now
करने ही
upon
वाला है
us.
तो इतना
Let the
बकबक करने की
Devorator
कोई
once
जरूरत
again
नहीं.
tremble.
वापस नहीं आया हो गया क्या? You super cool and
This foe is not invincible. You hold the treasure, the power to defeat it, in your own 2 hands.
The treasure? You mean... The names! It's the Marechaussee Hunters' names!
How are we supposed to...
Walter.
The Marechaussee Hunter, inheritor of...
Petronia. Your strength!
And so, the monsters were eradicated, and the sorcerer was defeated. Peace soon returned to the capital. Those in the court, manipulated by the sorcerer, also recognized the errors of their ways. Some remembered the names of the heroes who saved their kingdom, but others simply continued their lives none the wiser. Such is the story of the Marechaussee Hunters. They pursue the phantoms in the darkness and exterminate all who pose a threat. Yes, you've reached one of the better endings.
It's a pretty solid story overall. I thought it was just an ordinary adventure at first, but the further we got into it, the more impressed I became with the production and the plot. That final battle especially. All the effects were
Oh, right. Yeah. Totally.
Why do I think Navya catch
That's
on?
a really good point. I never expected the weapons we picked up from that vault would have that kind of effect.
And
Yeah,
Lily too.
mine of me when it started. I took a good look at it, but never lit up again. We should probably give these props back, right? I'll just leave mine here.
Did you have a good time?
Of course. Let me know if another script like this comes around.
Sure, no problem.
Then I'll head back for now. I think I need some time to fully digest everything that just happened. Once Mr. Florian is awake, please pass on my regards to him. He must be extremely exhausted to have passed out cold like that.
You're right. He's had a lot to deal with.
Well, see you all some other time. Toodaloo!
Toodaloo.
Okay, so... can I now?
Yeah.
I think it should be fun. Yeah.
What
I
in
knew,
the world was going on back
I
there?
knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
So you saw through all of that?
That time in the cave when you told us to close our eyes, it'd be weirder if we didn't notice anything.
I was dying of curiosity the entire time. I mean, you did a pretty bang-up job of pretending nothing had gone wrong. Farina actually looked like she thought all of it was planned.
Guess none of us wanted to be the one to break the illusion.
What are you all talking about?
No. I. इसे करना चाहता
Oh, wait. Don't tell me Paimon never... No, this is all my fault. It's not too late to cover your ears. Here, Paimon, I'll do it for you.
Bit late for that, don't you think?
You're saying everything that happened back there wasn't actually part of the script?
It's probably more accurate to say this was never a real scripted story to begin with.
What?
So loud.
Hey, you! Get up right now and explain yourself!
No shaking, please!
Did Paimon just hear that right? You guys made up that whole lie to people. Good.
Spectacular magic.
If Paimon knew something was wrong with that vault, she went in the opposite direction.
Everything was under control.
As if you've ever described a situation as being out of control. I'm pretty sure any situation you consider to be easy to handle would scare a reasonable person half to death.
Guess I'm just used to it.
You must run into a lot of unexpected situations then. That explains why you're so good at coming up with things on the spot.
As for you, Florian,
I know there's no excuse for what I did.
I would say you've already suffered
What?
visit to the two hunters. As far as I'm concerned, though, your showing in the duel was enough to prove your honor.
Fast
Then
forward.
I'll do it. Thank you so much. Until we meet again.
Bye bye.
Nothing more.
Oh wait.
That's
Bob, why did our weapons begin to glow during the...
Oh, so that's why they...
This particular devil probably hailed. Visibly reacted when you said them out loud.
So the names held the power all along!
Navia, you said during your...
Huh? I meant what I said. I mean, it was true to my character, so yeah. I'm glad you heard it. Just don't make me repeat myself. It's embarrassing.
I really appreciated those words.
All right. Don't get all sentimental on me. Anyway, let's not talk about that anymore. I'm going to go on ahead. Don't fall too far behind.
She ran off!
I should probably head back as well.
Bye bye.
This story was true.
Traveler,
और खत्म करो ये.
should
The significance in the world.
says nothing in response to that question. Perhaps her answer lies in her silence, an unspoken vow left to echo through the night. The path she walks needs no explanation.
And it's ended. ये क्या मिला? भाई डाउनलोड कर सकता हूँ क्या ये पिक्चर्स? भाई ये है कहाँ पर? पानी के नीचे? लग तो रहा है. सच में कलेक्ट कर लेते हैं. कल किया
Welcome
था
to the... Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
ओके, कितना है मेरे पास? मिलने वाला तो है नहीं. इसके लिए थोड़ा करते हैं नोब्लेस के डोमेन में। मैं डाउनलोड करने वाला हूँ। सो गेंशिन के साथ साथ ये क्या लेके जाए इन तीनों को मारने के लिए। क्या लेके जाए। आजा कोपचे में आजा।
Illusion shattered!
मैं ये क्यों कर रहा हूँ।
No, my sword!
The wind knows me.
आजा आजा।
There is no escape! Rain outlines your fate! Wind strike! Shine down!
आई थिंक अब नॉर्मल है। बेकार बेकार।
There is no escape! Illusion shattered! One with nature! Into the wind!
वैसे काजुआ और राइडेन नहीं इसका ही कर रहे हैं। ऊपर से मेरा पिंग आया लगता है। किस बात का पिंग आया किसी को बता।
There is no escape! One with nature!
सच में come on give me something good। ये एक्चुअली ऑफिस काम कर सकता है एलिमेंट मास्टरी पे पर नहीं। कौन नोब्लेस दो यार ये क्या दे रहे हो। What the heck? ये क्या देख लिया मैंने? इतना कम डैमेज कैसे दे सकता है? Noise. It's good. Let me think. Element mastery कौन यूज कर सकता है? ये अच्छा इसको दे रखा है ना मैंने. Let's see. कल का बचा के रखा था मैंने. नहीं. लगा ही था. ये बोतल यूज हो गया और निकल गया. ये बोतल को लॉक नहीं कर सकता क्या मैं? कभी यूज मत होना. घटिया. क्या मार्क कर रहा था मैं? भाई कुछ ना होने से तो बेहतर ही है ना. ये ऑफिस दे सकता हूँ फिर. लेट्स सी. हाँ ये तो है कि मेरे पास देती. काम चलाओ तो है. पंद्रह क्रिट रेट. भाई क्या घटिया है.
This is destiny.
Okay. पहले इनका ये फर्स्ट फुल कर ले. अबे
Rise. Let me scry.
कितना वक्त लगता है इसका? सच में भाई इसका अभी तक फुल नहीं हुआ। खत्म हो गया। ओके सो किस पे जाएं? इनाजुमा पे जाते हैं और नहीं छोड़ो, नहीं जाते हैं, इस पे ही जाते हैं। रोटेशन क्या होगा?
Sacred.
मर गया, पूरा देखने ही नहीं दिया कितना दे रहा है। 25 तक गया था। अब ठीक है ये अपग्रेड करना है तो ठीक है। भाई मोना की एक्चुअली जरूरत थी आया की टीम में। कितना बजा है? 3 मिनट। मैं सोच रहा था ये करके ही जाता पर नहीं। आज के लिए इतना ही करते हैं, वापस नेक्स्ट स्ट्रीम में मिलते हैं। जो भी देख रहे हो लाइक और सब्सक्राइब कर दो। बाय बाय एवरीवन।